really worth to concentrate on your layout. You can make some samples, and because you're going to create then tunic printed, you might want to test all your ingredient printing before going into massive project. So make some samples. For example, this is a sample, and it was 50 by 80, so it is quite good size sample. Okay, so really then I can use that samples for something else or just keep it. Okay, so what do we need? We need wool. I had in my pocket. It's here. Okay, if you look at Rowan, it's quite wide. So divide your Rowan. You can divide in 3 parts. I'm not going to felt this pattern or sample. And excuse my hands, been doing lots of Ica printing, so they know the best condition. What layout we're going to use? You can use layout, any layout you know. If you're using classical layout, where 2 layers, there are 2 superfine layers, okay? You can use layout herringbone. We're going to use herringbone, or there is a cross layout, okay? Or clouds. People think clouds the easiest layout. This is where it's more difficult to control thickness of your layout. However, it is great layout. For this layout, I would recommend maybe to make stack of layouts like you've seen my videos on piece of paper, and then put on your resist. This way you control, you know that 3 grams of wool goes on piece of A4, and then you have consistency. And this is the biggest challenge with cloud layout, to get that consistency. So let's do it with herringbone layout. So we're doing few rows, and I'll explain you how I'm holding my wool, which is very important, okay? And always open, for example, this is open edge, yeah? Let's imagine. So all open edges, wool needs to go in parallel of open edge. So now, thickness of your layout depends how you hold your wool. So for example, if you hold wool, can you see edge ends here, and this is your wool. Okay, this is your layout. So that's why we're holding just edges very close to table in parallel. Okay, my hands are rough, really need manicure. Okay, so I hope you can see how fine this layout. Herringbone layout. So you will start, okay, it's will start ends of first row of herringbone layout will be overlapping this, and it goes at the angle of 45 degrees. And oops, okay. Okay, so this is our first row, right? If you notice, when our wool has neat edges and more fuzzy, knit where we hold when we pinch, okay? Okay, so now we're going to turn our body in another direction. So we were walking like this, now we're just turning, and we're covering our fuzzy edges with knit, like that. Your hand can go on top of your layout. Then again, we're turning our body and we're going like that. When you get into swing, it's like meditation. Be very careful because this is where can hole appear. Can you see? Not enough wool. So we add again, turn body. So you're just doing this, dance, herringbone layout dance. That's what I call. Do this, do this. And this, you're getting your exercise and 10,000 steps a day. It's another tip. So, felt making fun. So, okay, so you cover, can you see, you cover like that all your fuzzy edges, ends, okay? Again, turn your body and let's go. Put music, put really some nice music, okay? And do it. I can see gap, so we'll add. Now let's finish. And I can see gap. Of course, underneath we're going to have Margilan silk, okay? So if any gaps, Margilan silk will hold everything in place, or if you use another fabric, okay? And turn again. Okay, and you have your fine layout. Okay, gosh, my hands. So, this is a herringbone layout we're going to use for our summer felt. As I said, you can use other types of layout, but make sure it is fine. So make sample. That's all. Next, we're ready for our top. Thank you.